Welcome to Informed Tourist AI, ready to uncover the hidden risks in this video. We're about to delve into the heart of some of the most stunning national parks on this planet. Places where beauty and danger often walk side by side. What if I told you that behind those breathtaking vistas and incredible wildlife encounters, there lurk dangers you'd never expect? We're talking about the kind of risks that can turn your dream vacation into a survival story. Stick around to learn how to stay safe because trust me, you don't want to be caught off guard in the wild. Stay until the end to discover the #1 danger you'd never see coming. It might just save your life. Please subscribe to Informed Tourist AI. Now on with the video. Right off the bat, we're heading into Yellowstone National Park, a place where the Earth's breath is hot enough to scald. You've got geysers erupting with scalding water and steam, pools of bubbling mud that could melt the boots off your feet, and let's not forget the bison. These guys are like tanks with hooves, and they don't take kindly to tourists getting too close for that perfect selfie. Remember folks, those bubbling pools aren't hot tubs. The ground around them is thin and unstable. One wrong step and you're taking a one-way trip to a very unpleasant end. And when it comes to bison, admire them from a distance. They're unpredictable and can charge faster than you can say, "Oh dear." Now I'm not saying you shouldn't experience the raw power of Yellowstone, just remember this isn't a petting zoo. Stick to the marked paths, keep a safe distance from wildlife, and for goodness sake, resist the urge to roast marshmallows over a volcanic vent. It's all about respect, people. Respect for nature, respect for the power of the wild, and a healthy dose of respect for your own well-being. Because out here, it's survival of the smartest. Stay sharp, stay informed, and stay alive. Next up, we're venturing into the heart of Africa, Kruger National Park. This place is a safari dream come true, teeming with lions, elephants, rhinos, the lot. But remember, this isn't a zoo. Those lions you see lounging in the shade, they're not there for your entertainment. They're apex predators, and you're on their turf. Same goes for the elephants. They may look majestic, but they can turn aggressive in a heartbeat. And don't even get me started on hippos. Those guys are deceptively fast and have a nasty temper. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Bear, you're making me paranoid. But listen, a bit of healthy paranoia is what keeps you alive in the wild. When you're in Kruger or any safari park for that matter, stick to the rules. Stay in your vehicle unless you're with an experienced guide. Don't try to get too close to the animals, no matter how tempting it might be. And whatever you do, don't feed the wildlife. You're not doing them any favors, and you might just end up on the menu yourself. Remember, out here, respect is a two-way street. Respect the animals, respect their space, and you might just live to tell the tale. From the plains of Africa, we're heading to the Canadian Rockies, specifically Banff National Park. This place is a hiker's paradise, but don't let the stunning scenery fool you. Those towering peaks can be as unforgiving as they are beautiful. We're talking avalanches, folks. One minute you're enjoying the crisp mountain air, the next you're buried under tons of snow. And then there are the bears. Black bears, grizzly bears, they call Banff home, and they don't always share well. Now I'm not trying to scare you off. Banff is an incredible place, but you need to be prepared. Before you set foot on those trails, check the avalanche forecasts. Carry bear spray and know how to use it. Make noise while you're hiking to avoid surprising any furry friends. And remember, your best bet is to avoid close encounters altogether. Give wildlife a wide berth, and if you do see a bear, stay calm, talk in a low voice, and back away slowly. Remember, respect the mountains, respect the wildlife, and you might just make it back down in one piece. Chapter 4. Serengeti, the Circle of Life and Death. Get ready for a wild ride because we're heading to the Serengeti National Park, home to the greatest wildlife show on Earth, the Great Migration. Millions of wildebeest, zebra, and gazelle thundering across the plains, pursued by some of the planet's most skilled predators. Lions, cheetahs, leopards, you name it, they're here. And they're not just here to pose for photos. This is their hunting ground, and those migrating herds are their all-you-can-eat buffet. Now I know what you're thinking. Bear, you're killing the mood. But listen, I'm just trying to keep you alive. When you're in the Serengeti, especially during the migration, you're stepping into a real-life nature documentary. The danger is real, so here's the deal. Always, and I mean always, stay with your guide. They know the land, they know the animals, and they know how to keep you safe. Keep your eyes peeled, stay alert, and never wander off on your own. Remember, out here, it's not just about witnessing the circle of life, it's about surviving it. Chapter 5. Yosemite, Beauty on the Edge. Next stop, Yosemite National Park, a place where granite cliffs pierce the sky and waterfalls cascade down towering walls. It's a photographer's dream, but don't let the beauty lull you into a false sense of security. Yosemite is as dangerous as it is beautiful. We're talking rockfalls, folks. Those massive granite walls, they're constantly shifting and sometimes pieces break off. One minute you're admiring the view, the next you're dodging boulders the size of small cars. And let's not forget the sheer drops. One wrong step on a cliff edge and it's a long way down. So how do you stay safe in a place where the very landscape seems out to get you? Simple. Respect the power of nature. Stick to designated trails, heed all warning signs, and don't try to be a hero by getting too close to the edge. And when it comes to rock falls, always be aware of your surroundings. If you see rocks or debris falling, take cover immediately. Remember, in Yosemite, it's all about appreciating the beauty while respecting the risks. Chapter 6, Komodo Dragon's Lair. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to Komodo National Park, home to the legendary Komodo dragon. These guys are like something out of Jurassic Park, except they're real, and they're hungry. We're talking about giant lizards, some over 10 feet long with venomous saliva and teeth like serrated knives. They can smell blood from miles away, and they're not afraid to take down prey much larger than themselves. Now I know what you're thinking, Bear, you're exaggerating, but trust me, when it comes to Komodo dragons, I'm not. These are creatures you do not want to mess with, so how do you survive a trip to Komodo? Easy. Listen to your guides. They know the dragon's habits, their territories, and how to keep you out of harm's way. Stay on the designated paths, keep your eyes peeled, and whatever you do, don't wander off on your own. Remember, in the land of the dragons, it's all about respect. Respect their power, respect their space, and you might just live to tell the tale. Chapter 7. Get ready to sweat because we're heading to the Grand Canyon, a place where the views are breathtaking and the temperatures are scorching. Now you might be thinking, Bear, it's just heat, how bad can it be? Well, let me tell you, the Grand Canyon's heat is a different beast altogether. We're talking temperatures that can soar well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, with dry air that sucks the moisture right out of you. Dehydration is a real threat here, and it can happen faster than you think. So, how do you beat the heat in the Grand Canyon? First things first, water is your best friend. Carry plenty of it, and I mean plenty. Drink up, even if you don't feel thirsty. Avoid hiking during the hottest parts of the day. Early morning or late afternoon are your best bets. And remember, even experienced hikers can succumb to the heat. Know the signs of heat exhaustion and heat stroke, and don't be afraid to turn back if you need to. Fasten your life vests, because we're diving into Chitwan National Park, a haven for wildlife and home to some of the most fearsome creatures on the planet. We're talking about rhinoceroses, folks. These armored tanks are notorious for their bad tempers and even worse eyesight. Get too close, and you might just find yourself on the wrong end of a charging rhino. And then, there are the crocodiles. Lurking beneath the surface of the rivers, they're masters of disguise, waiting to ambush their prey. Now I know what you're thinking, Bear, you're making me paranoid about taking a dip. But listen, a healthy dose of caution is what keeps you alive in Chitwan. When you're on a river safari, stay in the boat. Don't be tempted to dangle your fingers in the water or lean too far over the edge. And when you're on land, keep a safe distance from the rhinos. Admire them from afar, and let them go about their business. Remember, in Chitwan, it's all about respecting the power of nature and knowing your place in the food chain. Hold on to your hats because we're heading down under to Kakadu National Park, a land of ancient landscapes and some of the most formidable predators on the planet, saltwater crocodiles. These guys are the largest living reptiles, and they're not afraid of a little human snack. We're talking about creatures that can grow over 20 feet long, weigh over a ton, and have the strongest bite force of any animal alive. They're ambush predators, lurking in rivers, estuaries, and even the ocean, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. Now I know what you're thinking, Bear, you're making me want to stay in the hotel room. But listen, Kakadu is an incredible place, and you can enjoy it safely, as long as you're croc-wise. Heed all warning signs. If an area is marked as a crocodile habitat, stay away. Don't swim in rivers or estuaries, no matter how tempting it might seem. And if you're fishing, be extra cautious. Crocodiles love an easy meal. Remember, in Kakadu, it's all about respecting the power of these ancient predators and taking every precaution to avoid becoming their next meal. Get ready to freeze your socks off because we're heading to Denali National Park, a vast wilderness of towering peaks, glaciers, and some of the most extreme weather conditions on the planet. We're talking about sub-zero temperatures, howling winds, and blizzards that can roll in without warning. And as if the weather wasn't enough, you've also got to watch out for the wildlife. Grizzly bears, wolves, moose, they all call Denali home, and they're not always thrilled to see humans. Now I know what you're thinking, Bear, you're making me want to stay by the fire. But listen, Denali is an incredible place to experience the raw power of nature. But you need to be prepared. Dress in layers, because the weather can change in an instant. Pack extra food and water, because you never know when you might get stranded. Carry a map and compass, and know how to use them, because GPS isn't always reliable in these parts. And when it comes to wildlife, give them a wide berth. Admire them from a distance. And don't try to get too close. Remember, in Denali, it's all about respecting the power of the wild and being prepared for anything Mother Nature throws your way. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist AI. Hit the like button and subscribe to stay safe and informed on your travels. Now check out one of these videos. Remember that unexpected danger we mentioned? It's you. That's right, folks. Sometimes the biggest danger in the wild is our own lack of preparedness. We underestimate the power of nature, overestimate our own abilities, and end up in situations we're not equipped to handle. Thank you for watching Informed Tourist AI. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing, but it truly helps my channel grow. So, before you head out on your next adventure, do your research, pack smart, know your limits, and respect the power of the wild. Stay safe, stay informed, and explore responsibly.